Okay, I guess we just try to get called by overbetting. Of course, dude. It's so standard. This is how we run all fucking day, man. It's just so fucking standard how we run. And then now we're gonna lose this hand too. This is just incredible. All right, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully that intro wasn't, too off-putting or anything. I bleeped out the swearing because I don't want you to guys like click on a video and immediately get like hit with a bunch of rage from me. I can laugh at it right now, but 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, I was pretty annoyed. But yeah, hopefully it just wasn't too off-putting. But anyway, welcome to the video. This one is just gonna be, it's just gonna be a lot of content. It was a pretty well over the course of the session that was recorded. I went even, but I assure you that it's like winning poker. If you play, exactly how I played in this video, you're gonna be making money. So there's definitely stuff to learn if you want to try to beat these stakes. The only other thing to say is if you want to support the channel, you can buy PokerTracker or sign up for America's Card Room in the links below. Otherwise, a simple like would be very much appreciated. Other than that, enjoy the content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Alright, we are playing some deep stack poker here. So I'm just going to be talking through my thought process. So I don't really like calling this 3-bet in general, but this person doesn't 3-bet too much, and if you're 3-betting from the small blind, it's usually pretty strong. And for those reasons, I would like to call and try to hit a set, obviously. Usually I don't really want to play pocket threes, like overplay them or anything, but if someone's 3-betting from the small blind, it's usually pretty strong. Just c-betting here, probably have the best hand, but now we very likely have the best hand. The question is, I think it's more likely he has a jack or a flush draw, so we're just going to keep betting. And since he snap called the turn, he never has a 5. Does he have a jack sometimes? Yeah. I'm honestly not sure what to do here. I guess I'll just call. I'm just gonna check. I don't know how often he bluffs this spot. Pretty nasty river. At least we didn't lose. I guess I just call here. Pretty bad turn. Just because we don't have any spades and he can barrel it. He doesn't barrel like too terribly often though. I'm just gonna give him credit for it. And even if we were ahead, we're not we aren't ahead by that much if he has a flush draw. Defending king 9, standard. You might even be able to 3-bet that profitably. I'm just gonna fold though. Wait, unless I had the king of hearts, maybe I shouldn't fold. It's a little loose opening 4-8 suited on the button, but you don't really get punished for that in these games. I'm also gonna throw on my headphones. Alright, fold 8 deuce. Good turn here. Playing against Doug Polk. He probably just doesn't have anything. So I'm gonna let him bluff at it if he wants. And not our favorite river. But he has like Jack 10, Queen Jack. Oh man. I'm just gonna call. It's hard to be behind here too often. Yeah. He wasn't representing much. This guy's pretty darn aggressive. I don't mind calling with like the top part of our range here. Because we're going to be calling with like a lot of weak hands too. So annoying to see this turn, man. I think he does this with like a lot of random hands. But whatever random hands we were beating, we're no longer beating anymore. I don't know if we turn this into a bluff. I think we're taking too long to think. If I had it on the rip, if I was just ready to jam or something, then I think I'd be more comfortable. But I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to tank over bet or something. It just looks weak. I don't even know if it's about looking weak. It's just like I don't have enough time to think through that whole thing. So I'm just gonna. I'd rather just not make a big mistake than try to outplay him without fully understanding what's going on. I don't mind 3-betting king queen, but we'll just let it go. We don't know anything about that guy. Definitely raise up jacks and ace jack suited. We were kind enough to bluff all of our chips into this guy earlier. Definitely regret that decision, but we got to move on with our lives. Try to make our money back. I don't know if there's really any point in betting. There aren't that many bad turns for us. I guess we'll just call. I mean, we're only losing to things like pocket nines now that we weren't, or 6-9, or like that turn. Like there aren't really any turns that change anything. But this guy seems pretty aggressive and crazy, so we're gonna give him an aggressive tag. Good flop over here. Just let this one go. Let that one go. We don't know anything about this guy, but we just have to 3-bet our jacks, of course. You get 4-bet and a snap call. Such a nasty spot. Am I trying to get it in here? What is that sizing? Almost 4x. But he has 0 4-bet, you know. I mean, we're ahead of him. We're not worried about that, but he could have aces, and he's just like trigger happy because people do that. Trying to see what's going on. Kings. So we were happy to get it in versus him, and we were right about that. But we were right to fold there. This guy gives us no credit, so we can get called really light, I believe. Are we ever behind here? Very rarely. Only with like something like pocket sevens, I'd say. Just gonna try to get called by like eights or something. We don't really represent much by betting here, except a very weak range. So I'd rather check and keep our range pretty undefined. We're just going to be value betting ace high. Now do we value bet the 6? We can get called by ace high, deuces, 4s, 5x. What else? He has 7s, 8s. I think he has enough worse hands in his range. Yeah. So that's a really good value there. When I'm value betting the turn with ace high, it's just saying, you know, he raises a ton of hands, and ace high is good here a lot, and he would have told us by now if he had us beat, which he ended up he did have us beat in the end, but most of his range is not beating us there. Raising ace 9. Do we call this or 3-bet it? I think we call it. I don't know if there's any reason to 3-bet. We don't know anything about him, and these guys haven't shown a tendency for 3-betting, but to that sizing we just have to fold. Here I don't mind just like c-betting small. We're probably, like, obviously if we get called we're not good, but when he just has to fold things like 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, not 8, 9, but you get the point. Lots of hands he just has to fold. Opening up 5s. I would rather just raise this than you know, limp in and get re-raised, or just, you know, someone opens. What am I trying to say? Someone just raises us and we have to fold. I'd rather just take the aggression, and honestly, we want to play pot. We want to ISO the fish. Pretty bad flop, but he folds to flop a lot when he misses, so. We're just going to bet on the smaller side. I mean, we're probably not good. Like, there's just so many hands that beat us here, but now the question is, do we start bluffing at it? I think this just gets rid of all non-diamond hands. He could call with any pair on the flop, but we have the ace of diamonds in our range plenty. Folding king 5. Even though we're getting an amazing price, it's just such a bad hand. If it was suited, we'd call. We could 3-bet ace 5, but we also know nothing about this guy. Don't really plan on folding to the flop bet, especially that sizing, because he's not really representing anything. He's representing like queen jack if he's representing a value hand. Because, like, for example, pocket 10s, pocket 9s, these aren't aces. These aren't hands that are making these really small bets. But if you have like queen jack or king queen there, you are making those really small bets. We miss with AK. Really hard for us to be behind on this board. He's a little bit sticky on the flop, it looks like. Just gonna fold middle pair, no spade. Like, we're never behind, but I don't want to like cap our range by betting too big. But it also looks a little bit weak, so I don't know. I didn't realize that was a 3-bet pot. I think I might have accidentally 3-bet that guy without looking. I'm definitely not folding. This guy knows that we're capable of going crazy, so he's gonna respect our capacity for that. If we could turn a spade or obviously a pair or something, we could continue, but I don't know. I'd rather play hands that actually hit, so when we get called, you know, we actually have it, because I think it's just more likely that in his mind we're bluffing. Seems like very tight aggressive, like very aggressive when he plays, but not like overly wild or anything. I'm wondering if we can 5-bet this, but I'm just gonna let it go. That guy 4-bets so much. Maybe if I have like ace queen or something. We are down a lot today and running pretty darn bad. But we are playing good poker at the moment, so I think it's worth recording. We are never folding to Big Al. He's the kind of guy who's capable of 5-betting light. And we can just get this one in. You know, if we lose a flip to queens, then we lose a flip to queens. I don't know if there's any point in betting ace jack high here. I'm gonna 3-bet this one. It's definitely not mandatory, but Groot is pretty wild. I guess we can call with this one. I'm just gonna bet big here. Okay, we might be winning here. Yeah, that was good. And we get an absolutely horrible turn. This is how we've been running all day, dude. It's pretty unfortunate. It's really hard for us to be behind here. I didn't think he would call. I'm just gonna check. The question is, do I bluff this? So here's the problem. I could like jam that or something, but people don't read hands at all at these stakes. They're literally just like, they're so stupid that like you try to represent stuff, or you never have bluffs here or this or that. People just don't think about it, and I don't know, they just go off of like timing tells or something. Like people just do not play poker. They try to play psychology game. It's well, you know, if you're watching this video, you know that people are really stupid at the micros. So I guess I have to think about that hand. I'm just trying to think what his range is and how I get him to fold. What kind of person he is. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna save those spots for when I actually have it and just like make these crazy plays because people just call down, man. UE never 3-bets, so this is a time to fold. This guy bets a lot. Obviously, this is a little loose, but this guy's a fairly high fold to 3-bet. This is a strong play in general. Doesn't get through though. Maybe it's not a great play. I mean, I make the same play with aces, so well, definitely just can't continue. I'm gonna try to get called by like 5, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, ace high maybe. Yeah, that's very this is what I mean. People just call like, how many bluffs do I show up with there? Like basically 0. But people don't think about it. They just think ace high, I'm just gonna call. Like their thought process is this guy he's you know, he'll, let me think here. Okay, I'm just gonna size to try to get this guy to really fold or shove because I miss with ace king every hand. So this is where we bomb it with ace king and then we check fold the flop. Very standard for how we've been running. So annoying, dude. Yeah, we just get called by jack 8 and 3-4. I'm gonna try to get hero called by a jack here. Eight. There's a lot of bluffs we can have there, so overbetting with aces makes sense. You know, ace king clubs or something he might think we have. Yeah, that ace king hand is just prime example of how today's been going. Just call with jack 8. What is it? It was like 16 big blinds. This guy folds a 3-bet a lot, so it's fine to 3-bet him, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they opened for like... Oh shit, we actually hit a set. Okay, I think we just bet small, try to get called by an ace and spades. Yeah, it's honestly not a great spot for just 10 with an 8 kicker. We are deep. Dude, we get no action. So gross. I don't know. I think we can call, I don't know. That's probably close. I don't know. I don't know what the right decision is. We're gonna call this small bet. Improve on the turn, beating ace king, ace queen. This is kind of like a merger. Like, we're not even sure if we want to call, but we're taking over the betting lead by doing this, and we have plenty of good hands in our range. So this guy never has a set, but we have showdown value. Are we worried about... he might have pocket nines, pocket jacks. That's better than I thought, to be honest. We could have shoved there, but just people are just so dumb, man. They just don't fold. I mean, maybe that's just been my experience lately, so I'm like overly negative about it. I don't know what kind of hands are leading out like that. It's a really big bet. And we block AK, you know, one combo of AK. He has plenty of just overpairs. I don't know. I don't know if I should be calling that flop. Seems like a weird spot to be bluffing. Down a buy-in. Yeah, this guy plays way too many hands. I just can't call with bottom pair. I don't know. If I wasn't down so much today, I would consider shoving that spot with the 4 to the straight on the board. But, because again, it's like impossible for us to have bluffs there. But, not impossible, but pretty difficult. But things have just been going very bad today. And, okay, this is ambitious, but whatever. Things have been going bad today, so I just don't have much confidence in my bets. Even though I think I'm playing fine, we're just losing so many hands. It's either 3-bet or fold. I don't want to call this. Flop a gutty and a pair. Okay. Taking it down with ducks. And we whiff with AQ. But he probably whiffed too. And we have the queen of diamonds, which is a nice little blocker. I'm not really sure what he's calling with. I think we'll just knuckle it and realize our equity on the river. So what is he saying he has? To bet into the river, the ace on the river is very strong. I mean, there's just so few hands that beat us. I'm just gonna pay it off. Just diamonds. Pretty annoying. Got a needle us with top pair. Yeah, that guy's a station. This is a really bad hand, but we want to play with this guy. Try to flop trips or two pair or something. Close, close. If those were fives or deuces. I was thinking if I should ever call this. Okay, so we can fold out like 8s, 7s, 6s. Ace Jack. Don't expect to fold out Queen Jack or King Queen, any heart draw, but a lot of hands that have equity, we're just trying to fold them out. And we'll defend 7-9. And we'll be check folding. We'll raise this one up. Ace-10 we probably could open, but when you're down bad, I like to tighten up. And that's, we are down bad. We are down bad, boys and girls. I think we're running like $65 under EV or something. So we'd be down. We've definitely made some bad plays today. But we should not be down as much as we are. Just unfortunately the run bad November has carried into December. Let's see what the graph actually shows. So we should be minus 60, but we're minus 102. And that's like after getting it in with like bad beats and stuff, where it's like we just have to call. So, but a few hands before that, or not a few hands, but like maybe a few hours ago, it was worse. It was like minus 75 compared to what we should be. But we got it in bad a few times, so it evened out a little bit. I think that's how it works. I think we can raise King Queen in this position. This guy's 0 fold to c-bet over 2 hands. Let's check it back. I don't think there's any point trying to get value out of like 9s or 8-6 or something. Yeah, I think we just keep checking. Hopefully he bluffs at this. Okay, try to get value. Yeah. Nice. Got a little bit of value there. I think a lot of his hands that we're worried about would be betting the flop. The jack tens, the queen tens. Pocket nines, maybe not, but it's like the only hand. Getting a lot of folds here. No action with AK. Folding the Queen Dewey. King Dewey. We don't know how often this guy calls flop C bets. So we're going to try to get action from all sorts of hands. Ooh, time to get stacked. That's what I say when I flop hands like this. I think I'm just going to check ship. I'm going to be mixing it up with a 3-bet there. We can get called by queens. We can get called by like 6-7. I don't think diamonds snap call there, and we also have the queen of diamonds. I think this guy thinks we're bluffing, so we're just gonna overbet and try to get hero called. Yep, we read that situation perfectly. I'm just gonna hope someone does something stupid, and I'm just gonna fold everyone out. I'm not gonna get greedy. He's dumb enough to like, well, okay, I shouldn't be mean, but like he's crazy enough to ship something in. And we're just gonna lose. We always lose these, man. It's pretty gross. We've been losing these all day. Alright, well, we win the second one. I can't see where the button is. I'm prepared to lose money if I'm behind here. Pretty annoying to lose that, but I guess we weren't that much of a favorite. Hopefully he just calls with like ace queen. If someone could just get it in with ace queen. He doesn't look like he barrels too often. Well, we won a little bit there. This guy's pretty crazy. We know he's not going to fold often. Oh, that's only 0 out of 1. Okay, this is the same bet we make with aces. We don't plan on continuing. This guy's a mega station. Just giving up. That's how it's been going all day. This guy does not 3-bet often, which means we need to try to suck out on him and try to get his stack. So we won some back with that bomb pot. Yeah, $11 or so. And we magically held. Actually, let's see, I'm trying to think. I mean, the play was obviously very good for us in this hand because his range is only flush draws. And our range is sets and, you know, 2-pair and better. So there's obviously a very winning play. Nice flop here. And we're going to be check raising anything because we're going to be check raising big because we have so many bluffs here. Okay, I did not expect a check raise here. Feels like ace jack, maybe he goes crazy and gets it in versus us, so we just have so many bluffs there. I don't mind going really big. UE just like never 3-bets without the nuts. This is a tough spot. Okay. We're almost, are we deep enough to justify this? No, I'm just gonna let it go. Well, facing a 4-bet with jacks, I guess we, at 25-0, I guess we let it go. So what I said, UE always has it if they're 3-betting. We turned some more equity, but this guy just is kind of a station. I'm just gonna chill out. I'm not gonna go crazy. People are just very reluctant to fold against us lately. Which is, you know, that's actually a good thing, but if you're not running too great, then it doesn't feel great. Flop and top pair. This guy does not fold often, but I don't know how much he can call with. I guess we just check back in the rare case he has a flush. Doesn't seem likely, but okay, we just get drawn out on again. We could definitely go smaller, but these games are playing very insane right now. It would be awesome if this guy decided to 3-bet us. We're bluffing, brother. You got to teach us a lesson. We're bluffing too much. There it is. So what's the bluffiest size? That's the best I can come up with at the moment. Well, he called, so because we don't have a spade, we're slightly more worried. But we're just gonna bet a third. Shouldn't be too hard to get it in by the river. I think people make this bet with AK. I think if he has queens, he's probably just raising or something here. Ace jack, king jack. He probably just didn't have a pair. That was a good pot. $3 profit. But we lost some pots, so this is a little loose, king jack off, but it's alright. Okay, we're gonna size up a bit. try to induce stupid behavior. Hopefully you're not running into aces again. But, you know, this just looks like we're trying to protect the hands, and if someone 4-bets a decent amount, then, if it looks like we're kind of full of it and just trying to protect a hand or something, then sometimes they'll just shove it in or something. Okay, we're just gonna bet small. We would do this with aces. No action there, but 6 is on 2 tables. So that was another little pot. I'm just gonna be folding this, flopping a set over here. I think we just have to bet on the slightly bigger side and hope that he has something. We would love to get check raised by King Jack. There just aren't that many hands that don't connect that can like put in more money after that flop. We're taking a stab here. Well, we're almost even on this session. I don't think we're going to get even on the day, but we're almost even on this session, so that's good. Against aggressive people, I'm not a fan of defending light. Just gonna fold that and think about this situation. This guy's extremely aggressive, so I think if we hit a hand, it makes it positive EV to call there. Slightly loose 3-bet, but not horrible or anything. Just let that go. Hopefully this guy just has an ace and we get there. Hopefully he has an ace and we get there. Okay. Queen Jack got through. Whatever table. I think it was this table. We'll just fold to an under the gun raise from a guy I've labeled as tight. Pretty good flop here. Lots of stuff you can call with, so okay, I guess we'll size up a little bit. Okay. So hands that are doing this are Jack 10, Queen 10, King 9. Obviously an amazing turn. It's possible we're behind. I think it's too strong to raise the turn. Really good run out. The question is, like, how big of a raise does he call? Okay, we're just gonna... Maybe he has a lower flush. And it looks like maybe we have, we could have air here. Like not often, but we could have like ace of hearts X. Also, um, we're just using the ace as a bluff catcher. Not really concerned about too much. We're gonna size up a little bit. Okay, I think we're just gonna keep using it as a bluff catcher. How many hands are we worried about? Okay, we're gonna raise, try to string him along. Good turn. I think 17 is a size that like it's kind of fishy. Yeah, I don't know how we can get more value out of that. This guy's a high fold to c-bet, but I think it's just fine to c-bet here. All right, so we won a few pots. Let's see how we're looking. We are in the 80s, almost out of the 80s, and we have 3 jacks against someone who hasn't folded a flop yet. Okay. Now losing to queen 10, but someone who likes to call, and we're blocking king X of diamonds. Not our favorite run out, but he can't have the nut flush. I think we just bet fold. Oh boy, it's been a rough day. He could just have 8s full. Queen 10 doesn't do this, but ace jack, no. 8s full, jack 8, jack 9, jack ace. I mean, I said we're gonna bet fold, so I guess that's what we do. I don't know how he gets to the river without a lot of equity. Pretty frustrating. Dude, I wish I had these hands recorded, but I've been getting crushed with top set versus runner flush and runner straight for like hundreds of dollars lately. UE will just give you free money by making these really small raises. And she knows that I'll do this with like my nutted hands, so she's just absolutely crushed. Like she can't do anything. Just gonna try to fold out better. Guess he just has an 8. No, he's a king. I guess that's a fine play by him. Do we try to represent this? There's not too much he can call this flop with, so I'm going to check and give him a chance to hit a pair or something. Interesting river. I don't think he can call or raise with worse. so we just call there. And that's why we check sometimes. Okay. Do we bluff with this 6? Call overbet light. So this guy's a bit of a station. If he's a station, I'm not going to try to turn my hand into a bluff. I'm just going to take my showdown value. He's really going to just represent the jack. He's actually pretty aggressive post-flop. Just going to fold that so I can kind of think about this. I think the kind of person who's a station is the kind of person who just wants to see their ace high win. Kings, 10s, and 7-3. What tells me Kings is gonna win? No, it doesn't. This hand, I'm just isolating the fish with a pocket pair. Flatting leaves us open to getting re-raised. And pocket 5s does a lot better versus one player than several players. We have 2 5s, which makes it harder for him to have calling hands, which doesn't mean that much. It means some stuff, but it doesn't mean that much. But it's just makes it slightly more profitable to be betting there, I'd say, with exactly pocket 5s. I'd love to be playing this hand too, try to flop a set, but not gonna happen. We're gonna restart this music. I highly recommend this album if anyone wants some sick new music. Dude, if we get even today, I would be a happy guy. It's gonna be defending. We could have opened King 9 there, but oh, I didn't see it was 3-handed. I wouldn't have called if it was 3-handed. If I knew it was 3-handed. I'll just let ace jack go. We have a flush draw. Come on, buddy. Give us some action. I'm going to be raising this up big. You get called by Queen 10, Jack 10, Ace 10, King 10, Jack X, Queen X, diamonds. Who won this hand? King high. I should have bet it. So what hands limp call from UE? Jacks would be raising. We were trying to get called by like low pocket pairs. Ace jack maybe, I don't know. There isn't much that she can call with. I mean, based on how we've been running, we're going to get check raised on this turn. We don't. Oh my gosh, we flop trips. Let's go. Okay, so do I try to get thin value here? No, I'm not. I mean, that's like the best hand to get value from. We're just going to bet small. We're going to allow over pairs and 10x to call. Did that guy just open for 8 big blinds? So again, okay, very nice turn. Only losing to pocket 10s and pocket queens. If he has a better, like a... Okay, we'll call here. If he has a 5, he might raise the turn. If he has a 10, he's still having a hard time calling, or not calling. Especially if he has an overpair. Good run out. So now we're gonna bet a size that we can try to get called from a 10. All right, good value there. Oh, he had a 5. I can't believe he didn't. I mean, good for him. That was a well-played hand to not raise. I definitely just thought it was less likely that he had that. It's hard to believe we're behind here, but yeah, I just don't think we're behind here. This guy's insane. Like, we're only losing to, like, what, queen 10? 3 jacks. He's not a barreler. I don't think he was... It's pretty rare that someone like that is bluffing the turn, but... like, in terms of poker theory, I think we're ahead there, but in terms of, like, that player type, we're not. If that makes sense. Missed pretty bad there. Okay, so we're probably 69 now, 67. All right. Crawling back. What does he check the flop with? I think he checks the flop with like 7s, 8s, 9s. And he's going to have a hard time calling a bet that big. I'm wrong. I mean, you could just have Jack 9 or something. I don't know. Okay, I'm giving up here. Now we have showdown value. We're beating Ace King of Hearts. Okay, we're gonna bet a little bit bigger. I think we don't have a lot of credit. I think we're just one of the most aggressive players at these stakes, but couldn't call. I think I could have 3-bet bigger, but whatever. I don't see any reason to turn our Ace King into a bluff. And maybe he has Ace Queen or something and now we stack him. I think we just call, keep all of his bluffs in. Really bad run out. I guess we just pay off Ace King here. Not running great. Not running great. Pretty frustrating, but it's all right. We won at that fat pot, and that's something to be happy about. We've been chopping down this loss slowly but surely. I think a bet here is very strong. We're ahead, you know, a good amount of the time. We're not value betting or anything, but it's not like we want to call, but we have a very strong range by doing that. This guy never folds a c-bet, so we're going to do a full half pot. She's really tight. Maybe we could have called that. I don't know. Okay, I guess we just try to get to showdown. We're not thrilled about that turn. Maybe he bluffs with 4-5. Dude. This is happening all freaking day, man. I mean, maybe we're beat on the flop. He could have just had a set and that saved us money, but we've been running pretty bad. I don't love betting here, but we don't want to see an 8 on the turn. You know, there's a lot of things that could make our hand a lot worse. Okay, 1.4 big blinds. We will call. Almost flop a straight. Not quite. Standard, bro. I think we're prepared to get this one in. Okay, definitely call for one big blind. We've been very dry on the sets lately. I think he just has air or like a jack here, so it doesn't really matter what we bet. He could have like ace-3, ace-4. I'm trying to think if we can value bet this. I think we can. Interesting turn here. Beating ace-jack, ace-9, ace-x, king-queen, king-jack. I think we can get called by worse 2 pairs here. And aces. Yeah. Alright, won a few pots. How we looking? Ooh, still 70. I guess we lost a pot. I don't remember. I think we can defend queen 5 suited. Considering check raising this. He does not fold check raises on the flop. But his range is really wide. And ours is not if we're check raising. Oh, I didn't see it was a min 3 bet. I thought it was just a single raise. How often does he have 7? Okay. I don't have time to think that through. How often does he bet ace 10 here? Or jack 10? This guy's like tight passive. Can't call that just to hope I'm chopping, you know. I'm sizing up because no one folds to 3-bets. 50% fold to 3-bet, only over 4 hands, but something happened recently at these stakes where no one folds to 3-bets anymore. It's just a weird phenomenon, so I have to 3-bet extremely huge. Hearts. We need a 7 of hearts or a 9 of hearts. People have pretty capped ranges when they call out of the small blind. Okay, well, we're not folding kings, so... Okay, just gonna go 20. Here, it's hard for him to have something like a set, because those are like raising flops a lot. So that's why I decided to size up the turn and just semi-bluff strong. Bad turn, but we're probably still ahead. We are blocking jack 10. Doesn't have like king queen too often. How does he bet this twice, man? And we have a 10 of diamonds. Just less likely that he's semi-bluffing. He could have turned a queen with pocket queens. Could have had pocket kings. He's generally pretty passive, so I'm not going to start hero calling someone like that. Guess we'll just defend king 7. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not. Okay, we'll just see if he's what he's made of. We're semi-bluffing. We knew the king was coming. We're definitely losing to ace king, but people are generally pretty sticky after calling a check raise, so looking like Doug Polk over here. Okay. How do we get called by a jack? Pot? I guess pot. That seems fine. So that line worked. If we were bluffing, that is. Maybe pot is too strong. I think pot is too strong. I think half pot or slightly less than half pot is how you get called, like near 100% of the time. Yeah, if I could go back in time, I would do 1/3 pot. See how we're looking. Darn, keep losing money. But we knocked out $30 out of like the 110 we were down today. 122. So, you know, $50 comeback. That's pretty good. I'm a lazy bastard, and I'm a stupid bastard, I'll say, for raising fours under the gun. This guy has shown evidence to be very loose. Okay, we're losing to Queen X. Could use a 9. Okay, we're getting the odds to call this. Just let that go. It's... How? How do we lose this hand? We just lose every single hand lately. Like, we have these massive hands and it's just never good. King, queen. Like, ace, queen, ace 10. Ace 8, pocket 8s. Okay, this is... I'm just gonna spew call. Yeah, it just didn't make a lot of sense. Like, I say that, you know, hindsight is 20/20, but it's like he's only repping like ace queen when he, because we have aces in our range a lot. We have ace king in our range, for example, and for him to bet that, he would have to have a very strong range, which narrows his range significantly. This guy seems very aggressive. Purple is aggressive. He just has like a ton of air in his range, so we're gonna check back. Just go for value, but don't expect to get called by much. Maybe your worst king. Yeah. Guy's just stupid. Just stupidly aggressive. I gotta stop insulting people. Okay. I think we check call this. This guy's a station. I would have loved a call from like ace 9 of hearts or something, you know? I don't know if we can call this. This is Pavel. Pavel. Pretty darn tight. Tiny 3-bet we'll call. Good flop. Question is, do we try to get him off of his random hands? If he has something like ace king, he's might just shove on us, so we're just gonna call. We have ace queen in our range, so that's a good turn for us. Okay, I think we just call, try to hit. Just big whiff. I'm sure he just has a weak hand that we could have gotten him off of. His turn value bet is a little sus. He's not really getting value from much other than like exactly our hands, but a lot of times he can be beat there, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I think I just have ace queen in my range a lot there. This guy doesn't look extraordinarily aggressive, but we have top pair. We're beating ace queen, ace jack. Okay, trying to get called by something like a 10. Ace of spades. possible we get check raised here. Seems unlikely. Just gonna be checking back the river. Pretty annoying. Guess we'll just call with tens. We're losing to King X, aces, Queens Jacks. Okay, just let it go. This guy's pretty tight. We're just gonna fold. We got 2 overs and some backdoor straight. And king queen high could definitely be good. Okay, I guess I clicked it out on accident. Value betting king high. Every time we do that, we get there. Okay, he probably has a very weak hand. We're just gonna bet small, just try to get called by ace high. If he has a queen, that's unfortunate. Oh my god, dude. How do you call with king high? Probably creeping back up to 80 down now. We've been losing a lot of pots. Yep. We have not won any pots in a while. Except for this ace queen or whatever hand, king queen, whatever it was. This guy doesn't 3-bet too much. If he c-bets the flop, we're probably behind. Maybe not. Okay, our overcall is really strong, so hopefully we get some respect and people don't just barrel into us. So we're ahead of, like, okay, we're pretty much always ahead of this guy. Okay, one big blind, I guess I'll call. Okay, this guy's 3-betting us a lot, but it could just be coincidence. I mean, maybe he's just got an aggressive streak in him right now. Okay, that guy's very loose, so we're gonna call that. Turn a draw. I think we're winning this pot. Kings? Holy shit, dude. What is going on? Just pot after pot, brother. We are getting crushed. Open up king 10 suited. Open up ace 4. Okay, I don't think we can fold. we definitely have, like, this hits our range hard. We definitely have queen jack, ace queen. Uh, 9-10 of clubs, you know, stuff like that. Do we ever have the intention of bluffing the river? I guess the answer is yes if we're going this size. Just make the nuts. It's about time, dude. Hopefully he just has 3 queens. We don't have that many bluffs, to be honest. Only clubs. I don't know what he can call with, but it's like a pot size bet, a little over, so it's not. I don't know. I think ace queen might find a call there. Dude, this guy is just going at us every hand. 0 for a million on sets. This guy's been playing at us a lot. I don't. Okay, that's a really good turn. Obviously, it's a great turn to. Okay. Um. Since it's so hard for us to actually have that 8. Um. Okay. So if he has a flush or a full house, he's got to raise us. Okay, I guess we just try to get called by overbetting. Of course, dude. It's so standard. This is how we run all fucking day, man. It's just so fucking standard how we run. And then now we're going to lose this hand, too. This is just incredible how bad we are running. I can't believe how bad we're running. Absolutely insane, man. Okay, time for a break.